So thousands, I think tens of thousands of young people have been at the Orlando Stadium in Soweto today, hoping to get jobs and letters of appointment as part of Gauteng's Nasi iSpani program, where the province is giving people letters of employment to work in the solar sector. The person behind this is the Gauteng Premier, Panyaza Lesufi. He joins you now. Mr. Premier, good afternoon to you. As I understand it, you're offering, 8,000 jobs, yet over 1 million applications. What happens to the people who didn't get jobs today?
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Today is a different one, Estivo. Those who applied on the 16th of June are the ones that you are referring to. These are the ones that applied earlier on. We had solar panel technicians, people that will assist us in installing solar panels in government buildings and also houses of those that are poor that can't afford solar panels. We had 6,000 jobs that were offered to them today. We also have 2,000 people that are supplementing our what we call police wardens. These are people that have been in training. Today they got their appointment letters so that they can resume with their responsibilities. We also had 25,000 young people that are part of what we call teacher assistants. They're assisting teachers in all our schools in Gauteng with administrative work so that teachers can focus on teaching. So they received almost 25,000 appointment letters. The one that we are referring to, we are analyzing those applications. We've brought the Minister of Labour. He joined me on stage today, the Minister of Higher Education. Where we feel they need to go back to university, we will be in a position to offer bursaries. Where we feel they need to be retrained, we will take them to Tibet colleges and other universities where we'll pay for their fees. But we're not going to regret or send a regret letter to those that have applied, the 1.4 million. We'll try everything to absorb them in our post. In the next 3 months, we've got 86,000 posts, 12,000 are people that are going to install internet in our townships, informal settlements, and hostels. There's a free Wi-Fi service that we want to install in all our townships in Gauteng. So they're going to do the digging, the wiring, and the connectivity that is needed on that one. That's 12,000. We also need 6,000 young people that will assist us in migrating the government of Gauteng from paper to digital. So they will be in a position to capture paper and convert it into a digital document. So we've got 6,000 for that. And we also have almost 6,000 additional that we will announce in near future. So we are appointing 6,000 young people in our province from now on until the end of July 2024. It's a commitment that we are demonstrating that we are fighting unemployment and we are doing so head on.
Okay, so these are jobs that the Gauteng province is creating. Are these permanent jobs? I mean, are these people being employed permanently, or is there a time frame to them, like the expanded public works program, for example?
These are permanent jobs. So it's a combination of permanent jobs. For example, the police wardens, the one that we've appointed, these are permanent jobs. The 8,000 jobs that we have advertised, these are permanent jobs because they are vacant and funded, so it's not expanded public works. Other jobs that we've created is to resolve a short-term problem. For example, currently, there are 6,000 young people that we are looking for to fill potholes. Immediately after filling potholes, obviously, their jobs will be done. And the 6,000 that we are putting up now for solar panels, as soon as they finish that task, which we don't know how long, load shedding will be with us, so it might not be permanent. But the combination of permanent posts and combination of posts that are eliminating a certain limitation that we have in governments, like filling potholes or fighting load shedding.
Okay. There were thousands, I think tens of thousands of people went to the Orlando Stadium. We know so many young people don't have jobs. The unemployment rate for young people is above 70%, depending on which figure you want to use. So many people went there, and from what I understand, they didn't get anything. Some of them received an SMS. The SMS reads, "Dear solar technicians, participants, some of you received letters of appointment at the Orlando Stadium. Some of you did not. We would like to assure you that your letter will be delivered to you on email or your cell phone." What's going to happen from there? Did all the people who went there today going to get a job? What I'm trying to get to, Mr. Premier, if I may, is that you have a very large number of applications for these things. How do you decide who gets a job and who doesn't? That's surely impossible.
It depends on skills. It depends on experience. It also depends on qualifications. And also if you are a resident of Gauteng. We can't, unfortunately, accommodate people that are coming from other provinces. And majority of the applications that we received are people that are coming outside our province. It's unfortunate we are one country, but we are focused in ensuring that people that we are giving this kind of jobs can be in a position to report at work. So if you are in the far-flung part of our country, it will be very difficult for you to come and do the work in Gauteng. So that's how we're going to eliminate, unfortunately, majority of work. The people that could not, and those are the 25,000, part of the 25,000, because there were too many and the queues were too long. Because we have been accused that we're giving posts to our friends. We've been accused that we're giving posts to people that are members of the ANC. We've been accused that we're not transparent on this matter of allocating jobs. We've been accused that these jobs don't exist. It's just a grandstanding approach by the Gauteng government. So when we invite people to come to the stadium, we want to demonstrate that we have nothing to hide. These jobs exist and they are for everyone. They are not meant for any political party, or they are not meant for any person purely because of the color of their skin. They are meant for all our people. And that's what we're trying to show, and we've demonstrated that today, that this post belongs to everyone, this post exists, and even those that are accusing us that we are using this post for electioneering, I hope they've eaten their humble pie. So those that could not, because of the long queues and also logistical challenges, especially those that were extending their contracts that are working in our schools, they will get, because they're already stationed in our schools. So from tomorrow, they will get those letters. And those that are solar panels, we've got their details, they'll get them because they applied through email, so we'll respond to their emails. And those that are with the police, they're going to training anyway from the 1st of August. So when they arrive at training, by that time, we will have the appointment letter. So there's no one that will not get an appointment letter. And this is very important to us. And we also need to remove some glitches, because in some instances, you find people that have been employed in one of government departments, or people are receiving a social grant, or their bank accounts are dormant because they are unemployed. So when we pay a salary, the salary bounces because either the account is not active, or they are receiving another form of a grant, and government can't give you two salaries, so we need to stop one. And that's the reason why some people will say we've not been paid or have not received a stipend. So to invite them today was for them to fill all the necessary forms, so that by the time we pay them, we don't have these glitches. So we've learned from previous programs, and that is why we did what we did today at Orlando Stadium.
How are you funding all of this, Mr. Premier? Because, I mean, it's a large number of people. I think many people would agree that the more people, and particularly young people who are employed, the better. Even if the jobs are temporary. I mean, you say they're permanent, I accept that. But even if they're temporary, that's a good start. Your first job is often your most important job in your life. It sets you up. But I mean, these are salaried people who, at some point, someone's going to unionize them. They'll ask for an increase. I hope you're ready for that. But this is surely going to cost... the money has to come from somewhere, from the provincial budget every month.
Two things, Ivo. First, these are funded vacant posts. Simply means they've been funded. And they've been funded for the last 3-5 years, to be quite frank. And that's some of the things that irritated some of us. That you can't say want to fight unemployment and you are confronted by this high number of young people that are unemployed. You still have funded posts that are vacant. So we don't need additional money on that one. But the one that we are having now, that we are creating on solar panels, we are using state institutions like CETA, MRCETA, is giving us almost 150 million. So the money that is in the state and the institutions of the state, we are underspending. So we approach them that we are underspending on this program. We've got young people that are unemployed. They want to be skilled, to be trained. Can you give us this money? And they gave us money. The same goes with the one that are going to fill the potholes. We went through our books and we felt that we came in a position to fund this program. But we also want to eliminate the handout of food parcels, because the dignity of our people is crucial. People don't need handouts. They need to work. So we're cutting the budget on either food parcels for those that we believe must be given jobs to work rather than be given handouts. And we're also cutting on nice-to-have things, international trips, buying of T-shirts and other things that we believe are irrelevant. So it's a consolidation of many programs so that we can be in a position to create these opportunities for our people.
Gauteng Premier, thank you very much indeed. The Premier of Gauteng there. Panyaza Lesufi.